Hey everybody, and today I'm going to talk about telemarketers and bill collectors, I guess you'd call them, and scam artists. And by the way, yes, I am sitting here on November the 3rd, three or 4 days, 3 days after Halloween in my dragon outfit because who wouldn't love these wings? I love these wings. Anyway, and it's a onesie and it's nice and warm and I was cold. But anyway, I'm going to talk about these people who will inconveniently call you with their BS always at the wrong time. It never fails. You could be at your mother's house, your mother-in-law's house. You could be sitting on the crapper. You could be stark naked, taking a shower, with shampoo in your hair and soap in your eyes. They're going to call you. Yes, they are. They're going to call you for no other reason than they know it's a bad time. And what gets me is they're going to call you with some BS. They know it's BS. You know it's BS. And neither one of y'all have a clue as to what they're talking about because you know you didn't sign up for a damn thing. But they will convince you. They will convince you, or at least try to convince you, that you signed up for some crap that you did not. Or they will try to convince you that if you give them your bank account number, they can clear your debt. What they mean is they can clear your bank account. Okay, don't be fooled. All right. They will tell you that you signed up for debt relief. No, you didn't. When? Where? Through what company? That's what I'm saying. But anyway, they will come up with your kid's name because they've researched you. And they know you've got debt because you live in America. I mean, outside of Trump and maybe Obama, who the hell doesn't have debt? My grandma died with debt. My great-grandma, my great-great-great-grandma. I mean, come on, people. It's the American way to have 2.5 children and debt. But they will convince you that you signed up for this crap, so be careful. And then, apparently there's this other scam going around that they'll call you and go, hello, can you hear me? And as soon as you say yes, they record it. They record you saying yes, and then they take that recording and go apply for credit cards. And, so apparently if the whatever they're signing up for says, would you like to confirm? And then they'll play the recording of you saying yes. So if someone calls you, when people call me that I don't know, I don't respond. I will hit the answer button and it's dead silence because I don't say hello. I don't say how you doing. I wait for them because you called me. So you should say hello. You should say, how are you doing? And half the time I don't even answer. And those of you who have been following my channel, and please follow my channel, subscribe, because a lot of times in each of my videos, I will refer to another video or another circumstance. So if you want to keep up with what I'm talking about when I refer back, subscribe, because I'm always putting out 2 to 3 videos a day. But anyway, if anybody that's been following knows that I joined Instagram the other day. And oh my gosh, oh my goodness. These non-English speaking want to have a relationship with my beautiful self. I'm like, what? Now, I'm not sitting here for 1 minute thinking I'm fugly. And I'm not sitting over here thinking, I'm Fido's ass, okay? But you don't know me. And you trying to scam me? Honey, let me tell you. I'm not homeless or hungry. But I'm not rich. So if you want to try to scam me, you'll just be practicing. Because I'm not sending you no money. I got 2 grown kids and 4 grandkids out in the world. And then I got 2 kids living at home. My husband has 2 jobs. I run a home-based business. You think I got money to send you? You just be practicing. You're welcome to try. I mean, you're welcome to try, for real. You know. But what gets me is when these non-English want to come and get you to know you better, whatever the hell that means. When you don't respond to them, they got nerve to get mad. I'm like, dude, I speak English. You don't. How the hell you gonna get mad because you said something? I don't know what the hell you said. Really? Okay. You know, scammers amaze me. You pissed off because I won't let you scam me. That's a good one. I'm going to talk about LifeLock here for a minute. Okay? Because LifeLock gets on my nerves. My husband signed up for these people. And when you pay them, don't get me wrong, they are a great service. They will let you know if you or anybody else uses your social security number, your date of birth, your name, your credit card number, anything pertaining to you, as long as you keep the service payment up to date. But let me tell you something. If you're a day late, say you get paid on a Friday and their payment is due on a Thursday afternoon, they have sold your information to every freaking body who could possibly call you to get on your nerves. And I'm going to tell you, if you have more than one phone on your account, on your cell phone account, like we do, because we're with Verizon, so we have a family plan, they start out calling my husband. Then they call me. Then they call my son. Then they call my other son. And it's funny as hell, because they'll call my husband, I'll answer his phone, and then they call my phone, I'll answer my phone, put them together, let them talk. Because I think it's funny. But I notice I only get these calls when we're a day late, an hour late. Because I'm not going to lie, we've only been like 12 to 24 hours late on a payment because we're Americans. Sometimes shit happens. You know, you get paid on a Friday and that payment was due on a Thursday, and then you call. You have nerve to call and tell these people that that's my children coming in. Thank you. You have nerve to call these people and tell them that you're going to get your payment tomorrow, and they will still sell your information today. Thank you, guys. Wow. So, you know, thank you, LifeLock. Like I said, they're a great service if you keep the payment updated. If you don't, they done sold your stuff off. But here's the trip part about it. On Friday, when you make the payment, then those calls magically stop. So we all know where the calls are coming from and who they're coming through. LifeLock. Yes. So anyway, it's just, you know, it's funny. It's funny because these people will call me and go, you signed up for student loan debt relief. And I'm like, oh, that's funny, because first off, I don't have any student loan debt. I went to school on grants, thank you very much. Sorry, I'm well educated, and thank you to the government, the state of Louisiana, actually, because I had very high grades in school, and I went, yeah. So I had scholarships and grants, and I never had a single student loan. I never had any of that. Never had. I've never been in debt for student loans. Not ever. Never. And I went to high school and went to college, and the state of Louisiana graciously paid for it, and I appreciate that. And because of that, I am well educated, and I'm not a telemarketer. And I just wonder, do they get paid on commission with that crap, or how does that work? Because I don't have time for that. But it amazes me how these people do this, and then even these scammers, like in today's day and age, you would think people would not still be falling for this crap. That's what gets me. Like, you can't call me and go, we're holding your kid hostage. I'd be like, yeah, which one? Because depending on which one is going to be depending on how fast you get paid. I ain't going to lie. I ain't even trying to lie. Now, if you got child A, and that's my favorite child, I'm going to pay your ass right quick. But if you got child C, and that's the one that's always getting on my nerves, don't listen, and is disrespectful, I'm going to see if I got some money. Nah, I'm just kidding. Here's the deal. I know you ain't got my kid. Because if you got my kid, you would have that password, and you ain't got that password, so you ain't got my kid. So I ain't worried about that. But people fall for this. People fall for this shit. And here's what I don't get: our senior women falling for these Nigerian, no-speaking, sitting in a internet cafe, asshole pieces of shit, lying to you. You selling your house, you giving up your life savings, you selling your children into sex slavery, and these people ain't coming to you. These people don't love you. They working you and her and him and that one all at the same time. You ever go over to one of those cafes? Go over to one of those cafes and you will see all these people sitting on these computers have up like 5, 6, 7, 8 different chat boxes, and they honey baby sugar in all of them, and they got a different story for all of them. And in today's day and age, I don't even know how you could still be scammed by this crap, because it's so widely known and spoke about in America that how could you not know? How could you not know? Every time you turn on the news, you turn on Dr. Phil, you turn on Jerry Springer, you turn on the internet. How could you not know? Somebody says, I love you, and you ain't met them in person. Okay, I love you too. I got love for human beings. I ain't sending you no money. There ain't nowhere in the world you could love me and not care if I'm selling my house to give you the money to not show up in my life. There's nowhere in the world you could love me and take my life savings to the point where I don't know how I'm gonna make groceries next week. You don't love me. Now here's the sad part. The sad part is somebody could be so like depressed and mentally ill and lost and confused and lonely, that they want that. And so they're willing to pay for the fantasy. But they can't honestly, I don't think these people honestly believe this crap. And if they do, I hope their families step in and help them, because they're just, yeah, wow. But anyway, I just want to say, if y'all are going to sign up for LifeLock, make sure you pay them mugs, or be expecting the retarded ass phone calls until you do. And I don't even know what, we have never canceled them, so God only knows what would happen if we did. I guess they just continue to call us with stupid crap. I don't know. But I can tell you what will happen when you don't. Is people will start calling you out of the blue, talking about they could help you with your student loan relief, and they could help you with your help you to make a will and all that crap. And it's like, that's crazy. It's crazy. And we know it comes from LifeLock, because every time we're late on a payment, it starts, and every time we make a payment, it stops. And like I said, we live in America, so most time we get paid on Friday, like any other American family. And sometimes, depending on how the month rolls around, if the 15th falls on a Wednesday and you don't get paid till Friday, well, shit happens, But it's crazy. It's crazy. But I think telemarketers and scammers and all that, it's just funny. It's funny that, they call you with their BS, and just be careful. And when you answer the phone, answer it. Dead silence. And if they say, "Can you hear me?" don't answer that. I'm telling you, a lot of times when I get numbers that call that I don't recognize, a lot of times I don't answer. Because first off, anybody that knows me knows I don't hear well enough to talk on the phone. I have to FaceTime because I am hard of hearing. And then secondly, 800 numbers, you ain't got a shot in hell here. The only time I answer the phone is when I know it's some BS that LifeLock has sent, and I know when they're done calling me, they're going to call my husband's phone, or but at the same time they're calling me, they're going to call my husband's phone. And I do. I like to answer them, put them together, let them talk to each other. It's funny. But I just want to say be careful, because there's a lot of scammers out there, and ironically, they will pretend to be one thing and they're another. They'll be pretending to help you, because some people actually do have student loan debt. I know my husband did for a while, and we took care of that. But I know most of America does have student loan debt. I've just been one of those people who was fortunate enough to go to school courtesy of the government, because my grades were high enough. And you have student loans, you have student debt, okay. It's the American way. So just be careful when people call you and say they want to help you with that issue, because they will take your information, and they want to help alleviate your student loans. But what they're going to do is they're going to wipe out your bank account. And I guess if they consider your bank account your student loan, there you go. But just be careful, because just because somebody calls you on the phone doesn't mean you have to answer. That's what you have voicemail for. So a lot of times when I get numbers that I don't recognize, I let it go to voicemail, or I will answer it and hang up. Or like I said, I'll let the two phones talk to each other, because it's just crazy. And, I just want to tell you, you Nigerian pieces of shit that, you know, you could try to scam me over on Instagram, and I'm just gonna tell you, first off, you're a piece of shit, and I ain't falling for your bullshit. So if one of my Instagram followers see this video and that's what you followed me over there for, was because you thought you were gonna scam me, you can unfollow me, because it ain't happening. Because you could try to scam me, but you'll just be practicing. So I'm going to wrap this one up with, you know, be careful, my fellow Americans, and especially my female Americans, and anybody else. And you don't just have to be an American. You could be in Nigeria yourself. Don't let Americans scam you. Don't let, you know, don't let anyone scam you, whether they're from Nigeria, North America, South America, Korea. You know what the hell they're talking about, and if you don't, hang up. All right, with that said, I'm going to get off of here, and you guys, it's a Monday, November the 3rd. Have a great week. Take care of each other.